Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Want to continue talking about my blog, Tone Talk for Mitchakes Music. We're continuing the discussion about fuzz faces this week. Everything this week is going to be talking about germanium fuzz faces. Those are the earliest models. They've been available since 1966. They only went on a very short run with them until about 68. So a lot of early fuzz tones would have been like Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, of course, used a germanium fuzz face, as has John Mayer, Doyle Bramhall too, Gary Clark Jr., David Gilmour. They were phased out later with silicon transistor models, but the germaniums have a few pros that I find more musically appealing, and I wanted to kind of go over what are some of those differences. I'm hanging out at Texas Guitar Workshop at Red Dot Studio, and I have access to some of my stuff that I wanted to share with. So first I'm playing through my Strat here. This is a very well-loved beat-up Stratocaster that was made here by master luthier Kenny K. If you want a legit Texas Strat, no further. So one of the things I love about fuzz faces is they tend really to go really well with Stratocasters. A lot of my heroes played Strats. I obviously love playing Strats. So I tend to like any kind of a pedal that lets me use my Stratocaster in a way that really, really works and helps it sing and helps it sound full and fat. So one of the things I really love about germanium fuzz faces is what I like to call the cleanup. Fuzz faces, the good ones, or the ones I prefer in my opinion, clean up with your Stratocaster's volume knob. If I think of 10 as maximum power, I can just get different tones by rolling the volume back and adjusting from my guitar and pickup selector how I want to musically play lines. So I'm going to demonstrate that to kind of show you what I like. So I'm going to turn on my fuzz face. It's going to get a lot louder. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it all the way up to 10 to show you what it can do, and I'm going to start rolling it back to show how beautiful the cleans through a really good germanium fuzzed face can sound. Dig this. Here's Max. As I roll down the knob, I just roll it back up. If I want it to be a little more bassy in that full, I'll switch to my neck pickup. If I want it to cut more, I go to the bridge. I'll back it off to about 6, 7-ish, and then I get this. In that sense that all you're changing, instead of having to tap dance on a bunch of pedals, you can just have one thing on and ride the volume. Now make no mistake, the way to get this cleanup to work best is you have to run the amplifier kind of hot. You have to have the higher the volume on the amp, the better the fuzz face is going to help you push it. I'm rocking it at least 6 here, and I do have my Durham Electronic Sex Drive on just to help fatten my tone up to where the amp's like as if it's on 8, and that's giving me that nice amount of headroom variance when I start to change my knob on my Stratocaster. So I like the cleanup. I wanted to give a quick little example about that. The other cons I really like about pros, that I like about germanium fuzz faces are that they have a warmer fuzz tone. They don't sound very bright. They don't sound very brash. They sound very organic, creamy, squishy, and musical. I really love that. So if you grew up wanting to emulate Hendrix, this is really the secret of getting your guitar to work in that way, is have the amp pushing really hard and use the fuzz face to get that tone, that singing kind of tone. Usually I'll start on the bridge. A lot more. So there's my tip on Germanium fuzz faces for the day. I'll do a couple more pros and cons videos about them later in the week, but if you're looking for something where you're not trying to tap dance on a ton of different pedals, check out a fuzz face. Try to get it with NKT 275 transistors. If you want the hookup on getting a set, I got the hookup. Give me a call. All right, guys, I'll check you guys later. Have a good rest of your week.